do this live, y'all, because one of my sorry about that. One of my subs that I can't remember if she commented underneath one of my videos or she emailed me, but it was recent. It was like in the last couple days. She asked me to talk about this topic. And it's a topic, like this particular topic is a topic that I don't talk about that much because it seems to like divide black women, and I'm not trying to do that. Like, I rather talk about topics that we can all, have a kiki on. I mean, sometimes, I talk about things that may possibly make um black women mad or whatever, and I do lose followers and stuff, but I try to talk about mostly the things that we all have in common or can relate to. That way, it's not like black women going at each other. That's the reason why I don't discuss politics that often, because of that. Let's see. It's a reason why I don't talk about, like, I would say something like pro-life, pro-choice, because of that, because there's women that's going to believe on both sides, and then now it's women arguing and going back and forth, when if we just stop talking about those things, then it would, I mean, I'm not saying that I'll never talk about those things and give y'all my perspective if like it's a situation where I have to, but I'm just saying most of the time I try not to. But nonetheless, I know that this is a topic that people shy away from, but I did want to talk about it today. So today I wanted to talk about, are there any good men out there? Do you believe that good men exist? Do you believe that there are good black men? Any? Or do you think that if there are good men, that these men are not black, they're other races? The reason why I asked this is because, like I said, it was one of my subbies wanted me to talk about it, but really, truly, when I've been talking to black women, I find that there is it's really no middle ground. I feel like when I talk to black women, it's either they believe, like, there are some good men out. Well, I guess three things. Like, there are some good men out there. It doesn't matter, depending on their race. They could be any race. Then there are some black women that feel like there are no good black men at all. Like, every single solitary black man is self-hating, a beater, cheater, whatever the case may be. And and with that other races of men are better. That you could go to a white T man, he's gonna be so much better, or a white T Latino, or whatever the case may be. And I think all of those ideologies really hurt black women at the end of the day, because you don't know it will. This is just for women who still want to talk to men, because there's a lot of women that have decentered men to the point to where they don't want to have a relationship with them at all. Like, don't want to date them, don't want to be in a relationship with them, don't marry them. And I don't see anything wrong with that either. I think that black women should live, how they want to live, however they see fit. But I will say that when it comes to dating or relationship, if you are a woman that's still interested, black women specifically, you're still interested in dating and possibly finding somebody like a husband or whatnot, I don't think that you should discriminate based on race. And normally what I'm saying is, I'm applying that towards your own. Like, I don't think that you should be like, oh, I would never date my own because they all do this, that, and the third. Because I feel like then at that point, are you not doing something that you wouldn't want somebody to do to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but I also don't see anything wrong with you dating out if that's your preference. I know everybody has their own preferences on interracial dating. Some races, they might do that date. Some, they might not. They might have, you know what I mean? Or they might not at all. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. So the number one question is, do you still believe in love as a black woman? Number two, do you think that there are good black men out there? Number three, do you think other races are a better fit for black women? And if you want to answer this question and you tell me that you think other races are a good fit, or a better fit, excuse me, for black women, I would like you to tell me why you think that, and also the some type of fact-based information to back that up. Okay? And number 4, what are the green flags in men? Like, what are things that you think if you see a man behaving like that, you would be like, oh, okay, yeah. That's something that he's somebody I need to talk to. And I can talk to you about green flags too and what to recognize in men. Then the next question is, what are the red flags? What are things that you see in men that will tell you immediately that you know you need to not talk to that man? Period. What are the red flags that you be like, yeah, no. Then lastly, why are healthy examples of black love not showcased? Why do you think that? Do you think that there aren't any healthy examples of black love? Do you think that every single solitary black woman that you see with a black man is being cheated on, beat on, disrespected? She's poor. She's eating Vienna sausages and saltine crackers and ramen noodles every day. The ramen noodles, not the bougie ramen with the sticky eggs, or what is it called? Jammy eggs and green onions. I'm talking about the ramen that's 25 cents at your local Walmart or Publix or Wegmans or freaking Kroger, whatever. Or what was some other grocery stores? HEB. I'm giving y'all all of these different grocery stores that are all strictly in certain states. Anywho, sorry, I'll be traveling all around. So, anywho, anyway, I do, or do y'all think that? So, those are the questions. Those are the topics today. Do you think that there are any good men? And if you do you think that's a race-based thing? What? Let me know. That's what I want to talk about today. Okay, so Chesca said in the comments, triggered, I need to tell you something that happened to me on Wednesday. Do tell, sis. Spill it. Okay. I'm ready to hear. I'm ready to be nosy.
Hi, Trigger.
Hey, how you doing?
Girl, I'm good. I'm just finishing up in the gym. I have to tell you this, and it literally goes hand in hand with some of what you're talking about today. In fact, yesterday, or it was on Wednesday, I was leaving the gym, and I walk to the gym because it's mad close to where I am. Bye. And so as I was like in the parking lot, some guy pulled over in a truck and said hi to me. I acted like I didn't understand what he was saying because I didn't want to talk to him. Then, because I was like, no hablo español, or no hablo inglés, like, because I'm learning Spanish. He acted like he could learn or knew Spanish, and then I was just like, have a nice day, and I turned around. He goes, F you, da-da-da-da-da, starts cussing me out like crazy. And then I turn around and put my headphones on. He does a donut around me and like pulls up to me again and starts cursing me out more. And at that point, I was just like, okay, 911 at this point. I already had my pepper spray out because I thought that, like, my intuition was like, something's about to go down. Get your pepper spray out. And sure enough, did that incident happen.
Did you have to spray him, sis? I'm so sorry that happened.
No, because as soon as I pulled out my phone, he knew that I was calling the cops, so he sped off.
Oh, okay. That's good. That is ridiculous. I don't know why men cannot accept rejection.
Literally.
Like,
But it did, I'm not going to hold you, it did shake me up. Because it's like, that's my safe space. The gym is my safe space. It's like, but honestly, I just had to get back on the horse. Like, whatever happens. Like, he sped off down the highway. I thought he was going to stick around and try to do some other crazy stuff. But he just sped off.
yeah, that's nuts. Like, and then it's crazy because when men do that after you've rejected them, it's like, I was right to not be interested in you because look at you.
Exactly. Like, why did my intuition feel the evilness from miles away and told me to get out my pepper spray? Like,
That's ridiculous.
Literally triggered. It was literally in my head. Get your pepper spray out. Get your pepper spray out. Get your pepper spray out. And I know well enough now to follow my intuition.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So,
that's real crazy.
but it's like, if I can, if you don't mind, I just want to put my 2 cents in with your thing, and I can step down because I know other people want to talk.
Oh, no problem.
But do you still believe in love as a Black woman? Not me personally, but I believe in love for other women. Um, I can't see it because my little icon is right there at the other stuff. It says, do you think there are? Can you let me know what the other ones are? Because it's blocking it.
Okay, no problem. The second one I think is, do you think that there are good Black men out there? And then the third one is, do you think that there are other races that are a better fit for Black women instead? Then, if you don't think that there are any good Black men.
So to that one, do I think there are good Black men? Absolutely. Just like they're good anybody, but are they in high demand? Absolutely not. I think that the consensus of Black men is to fall into patriarchy and misogyny, because I think that Black men know that they are the bottom feeders of men, and so they need to step down on somebody to feel better. And I think that stepping down on somebody is women. No, I don't think that there's a better race out there. I think men are men. Men will be men, will be men, will be men. And I think that is what any woman, but especially Black women, need to realize. And also, but for Black women, I do need us to be vigilant of Black males, because like you always talk about, and what's on my heart too, is the femicide rates within the Black community. They are rampant. And I talk to a lot of Black men actually who don't believe those statistics, even though they tend to have abusive tendencies themselves. Not maybe physical abuse, but emotional and mental abuse. And if you can emotionally and mentally abuse someone, you can absolutely physically abuse them. What are the green flags? A male of virtue, a male that has integrity, I would say, and that's again for any race. I think that's the number one green flag of a man. Red flags: manipulation and abuse. And like you said, with even that situation, the fact that he was trying to act all nice and then flip the script when he couldn't get access to me was like the most telltale sign of abuse. And I think that women need to be more vigilant of the subtle signs of abuse that men show, because it can be subtle at first. What is the last one triggered? I can't see it.
The last one is, why are healthy examples of Black love not showcased, or why are Black women that are in healthy relationships, why they not speaking out and saying like, or why do you think that?
I mean, I think that we always talk, you always talk about this, we always talk about this. I think that it's just because there is an attack on the unity of the Black community. I think that there has been a breakdown of it, or trying breakdown, but I also think that it's the apathy and the unawareness of a lot of people within the Black community that we don't understand this whole singing kumbaya. And I'm not saying hate other races at all. I'm saying observe people for who they are and how they move. And I feel like a lot of Black people are, well, I shouldn't say a lot. I should say the consensus of at least my anecdotal experience has been that Black people are very hard on us within our community and very forgiving of other people outside of our community. And so that gets misconstrued into like media as, we're just self-deprecating, self-hating. And while there are a bunch of coons, I don't know if I can say that, sorry, COONs, there are a lot of people who are prideful in a good way about the culture.
All right, I got you, Chesca. Okay, I think Chesca made some great points. I'll say, I mean, See, having these conversations, it depends on really your belief system. Like, do you believe in like a creator? Do you believe in like that eventually like the world is gonna have to fall? Like, do you believe in a lot of different things? Like, before, and I do, you know what I'm saying? Also, like, do you believe in like maybe, I don't feel like it's a conspiracy at this point. It used to be, but now I don't think that it is. But like conspiracy theories and whatnot, and like what? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that what I'm about to say, you would probably have to believe in all of this stuff for the things that I'm about to say to make sense. Which say if you don't agree with me, that's fine too. Like, you don't have to. I know we all have different belief systems, but I will say this: I think that everything that's happening to black women and black men, everything that's happening to men and women, everything that's happening to the world, like Trump getting another term, and this insane amount of racism that you would never even think could be exposed. Not that it can't happen, because white people have been doing this, but like putting it on a like worldwide global stage. I think all women, women and young girls being just totally disgusted with males. I think all of this is all supposed to be happening. So I think that all of this is supposed to happen, and that's the reason why it's so intense. To push forward, in my opinion, the end of the world as we know it. But that's a whole nother topic. But I'll just say about why I feel like healthy examples of quote unquote black love. Because people sometimes say black love and they mean struggle love, and that's not what I mean. I mean like real life healthy examples of black love, not a woman that's been married to a man for 50 years, and for the first 40 all he was doing was cheating on her and abusing her, and he got side babies and he didn't cheat it. Like, I'm not talking about that. I don't That's not black love to me. Just the length of time that you've been with somebody. It's the quality of years that you've been with somebody. So I really feel like the black women that are in actual healthy relationships with black men specifically, and I mean those black men don't cheat, they don't beat on them. They take care of the bills, or even if they're in a situation where they share in the finances, they're enjoying their time or whatever the case may be. I think those women don't speak up, because when women attempt to speak up about those things, they are literally attacked. Honestly, I don't even talk about like the state of my relationship often. At least I don't feel like I do. And I didn't have people come violate. Yeah, I remember this probably was like, I want to say it was like 9 months ago, and this lady that I'd never seen before got on my live and said, we were talking about like relationships or something like that, and somehow she had asked me like if I was married, and I was like, yeah. And she was like, so you think your husband don't be cheating on you? I was like, no, he don't. She was like, how you know that? Like, you there with him right now? I was like, no, he's at work. And she was just saying all this crazy stuff, bro, and it was just like, okay. I was like, that's the reason why, because if anybody do attempt to say it, it's women that will try to either break it down, or they'll try to tell you that you crazy. And it's like, oh, your husband cheating. Do you know him? Do you know him? Do you know me? Do you know what we got going on? Do you know how it, like, you don't know anything. So it's just like, ay, ay, ay. And I know for a fact, I've talked to black women that are in good relationships. They don't want to say nothing because of that. Because if there is a woman that is you know what I'm saying, like being loved or whatnot, that comes with a whole nother topic. It comes with people like not believing you, trying to talk about you, or at the very um highest part, a woman may believe you, and then instead of saying, oh, I would like a man like that, they want yours. Okay, like there are women that I'll just say this publicly, man, because it doesn't matter, because there have been women that have black when my husband used to come in the lives that made sexually inappropriate comments to him. And he didn't told me and said, "Hey man, look, I didn't want you to beat me up or nothing. So I just want you to know." I'm just being funny about the beat me up, but no, seriously, he said, "Hey man, I feel very uncomfortable by this. This woman said this. This woman messaged this to me, and I feel inappropriate. I don't feel right about it." And women that really been in my lives really talking to me that I thought we had some type of like rapport. I know you probably can't say that you're like friends or whatever if you only know someone virtually, but our virtual friends, whatever you want to call it. So I think that that is also another thing. Like I remember it was this black woman, right? She was dark skinned, really melanated, really beautiful. I'm talking about gorgeous. Her husband also very dark skinned, very deeply melanated. They both was working out at the gym. Well, a very attractive couple. All I ever seen in that man's comments or their comments, "Oh man, your husband's so fine, your husband," because he was working out, so he always had his shirt off and stuff. And I was thinking to myself, like, sister, you probably, and it's not that I'm saying that the man, because I feel like your man is not a good man. I don't care if you put him online or not. If he falls for the bait of the women, he was never no good man in the first place. So you should be happy that they removed the trash. However, I was just thinking like all of these women disrespecting this woman by commenting on her husband's looks and body, that's not going to end well because they just really, 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 really super thirsty. So next thing I know, I had forgot about them or whatever. This was like a few months ago. I see her posting and she talking about she done left him. And I'm just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And I think that that's something that's not talked about. Now, I'm not saying that it's the mean women's fault or the women's fault for luring him away, because I don't believe in that. I believe nobody can lure you away unless you want to be lured. Okay. But I do think it's gross that women do stuff like that. And like I said, that happened to me too. And I don't even do the stuff that they were doing, like, posting my husband with no shirt on and stuff like that. So when people say, well, where are the positive examples? That's why you don't see none, because the women that do have it just be quiet because they not trying to deal with the drama. And I think that goes with women of other races too. Well, I mean, women, black women that are with other races of men that treat them correctly. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have some of the black women that are with, non-black men that, make their page like a race fetish page where the only thing they ever make it is that they are with this person that is not black, which I also find that weird too when people do that. Like, why y'all not just talk about y'all love? Why does it have to be, oh, this Asian man with this black woman, this white man with this black woman? That's weird in my opinion. But I think the people that really do got it locked in, even when it comes to the person's not black, not a black man, they don't be saying nothing either because of these things. And anytime I ever try to say something, it do be women that do DM me, that do talk to me crazy. And so that's the reason why I have decided to stray away from saying that. But now I feel bad, which is why I wanted to do a live, because normally I would just do a video on this. But when I was typing out the video to like do it, I was like, man, I'm not about to do this. Because all that's going to do is have a whole bunch of women debating in my comments about this stupid stuff. And I just don't want to go through it. So,
Can I
yeah.
add something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that is like absolutely appalling on other women's parts because like I said earlier, I don't believe in love for me, but I love in other people when I see it in other people, when I see healthy couples like of any race, but especially in the black community, it makes my heart so full. And it's like I just don't understand that. I mean, I guess it comes from a place of like disappointment and hurt, but like, damn, I've been disappointed and hurt before too, but I can still clap it up for my sisters that actually have found love. And I just think it's a sign of immaturity, I think, as well, and a sign that these women aren't really comfortable with themselves. And But also too, I think just viewing it from the other end too, um, like women who are together with somebody or like have a relationship or like a really healthy marriage, um, like in, I don't want this to sound like I'm defending those women that I just chastised, but at the same time, maybe they have, I don't know if this is true or not, experienced like women who are married or in relationships, healthy relationships, not understanding their point of view, not holding a safe space for their point of view when it comes to men and how it is so hard to find a healthy relationship these days, or honestly any day. And maybe those single women look at those marriages like those women are bragging, like they're pick me's, something. I don't know. Either way, I know from my experience, like, just if it's healthy love, yes, like celebrate it, because you hardly have healthy love, whether it's single or married, you know?
Sorry, I had to mute myself, sis. No, I totally get what you're saying. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. And I do give grace to black women when it comes to that for sure, because I do know I do agree with what you're saying too. I never really take it too personally. I mean, I did take some of the sexual comments that women have made. I take that seriously, but the other things, I get what you're saying. You had something to say, Brown Sugar?
Yes, I did want to answer the topic. Good morning, ladies. Please make sure you're hitting the live and sharing the live. Do you still believe in love as a black woman? I do. Um, I don't know who I'm going to possibly be with, but my options are open. Would I like to be with a black man? Yeah, I'm not discounting them out. Do you think they're good black men? Yes. I just feel like it's probably a 0.6% of them that are actually good. I know in my city there is no good black men. So I'll definitely make sure I move somewhere. Do I can't see. Um what was the third one, Trig?
Oh, the third one is, do you think that other races are a better fit?
No, I don't. I feel like it depends on the male's character, and I say that because I keep some statistics around with me. So, men commit the majority of crimes in the U.S. This is of all races. In 2019, 72.5% of all arrests were males. Men accounted for 78.9% of those arrested for violent crimes. 88% of those arrested for murder and schmurder, non-negligent manslaughter. I don't know if I can say that. Sorry, murder were men. Source in 2024, males are up to 73% of all arrests, and then 27% are females. In 2023, approximately 69 of violent crimes were committed by males. And then males are overly the perpetrators of schmomicides. Men are responsible for roughly 88% of schmomicide offenses. 88% of schmomicide perpetrators are male, and 65.3% are also male. So I just feel like as a black woman, dealing with any of them is could be a risk. And I think at the end of the day, I want to stay alive. I have a child. I want to live. I have dreams and aspirations. So I don't care what he is, where he came from. I don't care if he came from the moon. He needs to be evaluated and checked because the stats, they just don't lie. Um, what are the green flags? I feel like I'm still trying to figure it out, but I feel like if he has good character, of course, if he has a job, I'm definitely making sure he has a good relationship, good friends, good relationship with his family, and also that he has a good job, far as he stayed there for a long time. He knows how to commit to a good job. And yeah, I need to see a W-2. I would say someone who knows how to talk to women. Doesn't matter if she's young, middle age, old, being respectful, a gentleman, open the doors for other women, just being a nice, decent guy. Red flags, I will say sagging pants, anybody with chains. I seen your your video trigger, and I'm convinced that any dude that wears a chain is DL. You can't tell me nothing. Um, Let me see. Anybody, yeah, sagging chains. Anyone who's selling illegal substances to their communities. I feel like a red flag is if he doesn't have any personal accomplishments, no striving to do better for himself, not not having a woman involved in his life. Like I want someone who is motivated, but if he's not motivated, definitely a red flag. um why are healthy examples of black love not showcased? And I feel like I kind of blame black men on that. Not all the way, but I just feel like they weren't pushing black love in to begin with. And when it was pushed, it's toxic, it's struggle. Like we have Tyler Perry. It's all, black woman has to do this, that, just to prove some love to a guy. Or if she does get with a guy, it's a guy who makes less money than her. So I just feel like the way black males portrayed love for us, it's always struggle, and it's never healthy. It's always infidelity involved, or something of that nature. And I did watch the movie Photograph that you was talking about, Trig. I thought the movie was cool. I didn't like how they had sexual activity fast. And when he was going to, I know I'm off topic, but when he was going to London, I don't like how he didn't tell her the truth. So I don't know. I was kind of iffy about that movie too. It was cute, but even with the movies like that, it was like, it was kind of a lot of holes in there. So I don't know. I just feel like we weren't presented with good um, showing, of love. But I do see some good men on TikTok who really love their black wives and celebrate them and make sure that they're comfortable. So they're out there, but they're extremely rare. And I'll land my plane there for now.
All right, all right. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, and I get what you're saying about the photograph. I really do. I was just trying to compare it to what's out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to like what we normally get. Because I can't think of if that's kind of the best of the worst, if that makes sense. But I also wanted to say like because I'm sure the person that wanted me to do this will listen to this live. I just wanted to say I feel like one good green flag is consistency. A man that is consistent and a man that keeps his word. And what I mean by that is I see so many black women get on TikTok and they talk about like going on a date with a man, and the man they got ready and the man calls them like a couple hours before like, oh, I'm not going to make it, or they say, oh, I'm going to do this, but they really don't do it. They're not very consistent on the things they say. I really think that if a man is a good man, and also if a man really likes you, that he will be consistent and he will keep his word. So there won't be okay, I'm gonna call you 2 hours before we supposed to meet on a date and then tell you that I can't make it. Because he'll be really looking forward to seeing you and interacting with you and all of that. And so thanks so much for coming up, Cheska. And you so his him being consistent, him keeping his word, all of those will be indicators that he does indeed value you. And also a man that says that he's gonna do something and he just starts off y'all relationship, y'all interactions with breaking his word, that is automatically a no-no. Let's see here. Like Miss Amy said in the comments, words are bond. Exactly. Like your word is all that you have. There are some times where your word will be the only thing that you have to stand for. It's kind of like I tell my kids this is like if somebody thinks you like stole something or took something and nobody has any proof of it, all they have to do is take your word. Now, if your word is good, people be like, oh, when you say, oh no, I didn't do that, they be like, oh, okay. Okay, I already know she always keep it real. She always tell the truth. All right, then bet. But if you're known for always breaking your word, always lying, this, that, and the third, being deceitful, nobody's going to listen to you and nobody's going to believe you. And that's why it's so important to have a word that actually means something, that when you say that you're going to do something or you're going to behave a certain way or whatever, that means something. Because like I said before, sometimes that's the only thing that you have is your word. So a man that does not keep his word is a man that you should not be with. Period. And I'll say that was one of the main motivating factors that when I first started talking to my husband, that I was like, wow, he's different than other men that I have encountered, because he actually really do keep his word. Like when he say something, he really mean it and he gonna do it. He was very consistent as well. Like I had never seen a man that was consistent to the degree that he was consistent. Also consistent without getting no pussy. I never saw it before. And so I was like, oh, okay, it might be something different about this guy, because yeah, and I will say that he showed me, I think it was like our second date. He did something that just made me think that he was just so consistent that actually, made me really like him, because I like, it's no surprise to anybody, I don't really like men like that. I really don't. I don't. I am what they call a married misandrist, which means that I don't like no men except the one I got. Other than that, I don't like men. So it was very hard for him to get me to like him anyways, but that is his consistency and his good character is what I was like, oh, I didn't, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And in my whole time I'm thinking, well, I'll just go ahead and wait to see when this falls off, when he doesn't show consistency, but he never stopped. So I was like, oh, okay. And now it's been almost 20 years later and he still hasn't stopped. So I was like, oh, okay, so this is just who he is as a person. Okay, cool. So I definitely think that those are two top things to look at in a man, because I think that men will show you their lack of consistency literally within about 2 days of knowing them. 1 to 2 days of knowing them, you'll know if they're not consistent. Like I seen this one black lady, she was very beautiful, on TikTok, talking about how this guy had canceled the date that they were supposed to have 3 times. She met him somewhere and he asked for her number. They exchanged numbers, and 3 times. That should let you know, don't even continue it. He's already starting off the relationship that he's not consistent. That he doesn't keep his word. That he say he gonna do something and he don't do it. But yeah, I think that's important. I think it's also important to talk to him about women and what he thinks women should do, what he thinks women are, what are things that I remember talking to my husband and asking him, like, so what do you think about like cooking and cleaning and stuff like that? Do you think that is like a woman's job? Like, you think that women are supposed to be doing that? And he was like, no. He was like, I can cook and I can clean. What do I need a woman to do that for? I know how to do that. My mother taught me how to do that. Like, he was like, she told me that you're not supposed to rely on a woman for things like that. And you're not a real man if you don't know how to do these things on your own. So I was looking at that like, okay, all right. And I think it's important to find out what type of gender roles. Thanks so much, Chesca. I think it's important to find out what type of gender roles that your husband or the person you're interested in believes that you should be involved in. Like, and I'm not going to be as intellectually dishonest and say that there aren't some things that women seem to lean towards doing more. You know what I'm saying? And then there are some things that men tend to lean towards doing more, because there are things. I'm not saying that we're not capable of doing whatever it is on either side, but I do think that there are things that women lean towards more, and men lean towards more. And y'all should talk about what that looks like. And that should let you know if he's like a raving misogynist or not. Amy says my husband has the same mindset as yours. And see, that's what I'm saying. I think that those are the most successful partnerships. So I think that is how he views women. Those are green flags if you see those type of things. I think that red flags, not keeping his word. Red flags are men that if they tell you that they listen to manosphere content. And I don't care if they tell you, oh yeah, I just agree with some of it. Not all of it. I don't agree with all of it. I just agree with some of it. Don't, don't, don't. Don't. I promise you, that's a man you want to leave alone, because any man that could sit there and watch Corey Holcomb or sit there and watch Andrew Tate or sit there and watch Kevin Samuels or Anton Daniels or that guy, the Satan the Sinner, or what's the other dude's name? Fugazi podcast and Stefan So Cold and the Scarface Mark and a whole bunch of other of these misogynistic, disgusting dirtbags. If a man can sit there and watch them and agree with them, that's a man you need to stay away from. Because I promise you, he's going to try to put that type of ideology in y'all lives in some way, shape, form, or fashion. That shouldn't even be something that he's interested in. You have something to say, Brown Sugar?
Yeah, I wanted to add the type of music he listens to. If he listens to NBA YoungBoy, Lil
Mm,
Durk, any like like local rapper or something like that, like please listen to the music that he listens to, especially if they're degrading women on a consistent basis. He's internalizing all that music, and if you think he's not going to be violent towards you or try to SA you or just be disrespectful, you'd be wrong. So I think music is a huge indicator as well.
absolutely. Brown Sugar made a great point. It certainly is. I remember back in the day when I was dating, I had met this dude off of Black Planet, right? And he picked me up. And this dude was playing the most ridiculous rap music. They talking about some kill, unalive these hoes, unalive. I'm like, yeah. Is there a reason why you thought that this would be something that you would want to, play in a car with a woman that you are trying to talk to? Like, ugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was totally turned off from that. That was our first and only date. And now I remember this dude, I went on a few dates with him, but this other dude I met off Black Planet too. He came, this was back in the day when people still I mean, I didn't really get picked up. I met him at like a neutral place, and then we drove there in his car. So just so y'all know, I think the times have changed from back when I was doing this. So don't do this now. Things that was like almost 20 years ago, or it was like 20 years ago. So it's not the same as it is now. So don't do this now. But yeah, so I was driving with him like in his car after we met. I think we met at the gas station or store. So I'm like, I parked there. He was playing all of this R&B music. He was playing Donnell Jones and Genuine and 112. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now this is what I'm talking about. So definitely, if the man is listening to all of this type of aggressive, disrespectful music to women, I can promise you that he's definitely internalized that, just like Brown Sugar was saying. For sure. Don't be listening to the men that only know all of that schmurder music. If that's all he listening to, you better leave that man alone. For sure, because I can promise you he don't respect women. For sure. Yes, and listen here, Amy, you have a very well-rounded music taste. I like a lot of different music too. I do. A lot of the stuff that you mentioned. Probably not the Mexicana music per se, because a lot of it that sounds the same to me. Um, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, you guys, I definitely would say that, let me see, I'm trying to think, because I did specifically tell her, I would say like, things to look out for. Okay, a man that seems to be overly interested in your finances. So, I always thought it was weird going out on a date with a man and he'd be like, so what do you do for a living? Like, but he's asking you like how women ask men. I don't know. I just always felt like that was a red flag. I always felt like, and if that's not a red flag, a man asking you how much money you make, or calling you big money, or saying, "Oh yeah, you got it," well, or like asking you what you have, like you got a car, you got a place to stay, you got a job, like how you doing for yourself? Because I just feel like men that ask questions like that are definitely trying to see how much they can get out of you. You know?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go
I
ahead,
would
go
want
ahead.
to say, a man who, if he has young children, like he just had a child, or
Mm,
if he has a criminal record, we always gonna put that up there. If he just got out of jail, he shouldn't be dating, or prison, whatever. He shouldn't be dating anybody at all, especially you. But yeah, if you don't have no children, because I've seen so many of young women my age dealing with men with kids, and I'm like, why are you doing that? You don't have any children. Why are you talking to him? Do something better, but if he has, and just had a fresh child, do not deal with him at all. He has nothing for you, and he doesn't care about the mother of his child or his own child. So that alone shows he got shiesty character.
absolutely, absolutely, definitely. I agree. I didn't see so many girls on TikTok talk about they dating a man with a newborn. Are you dumb? If he's left that lady and she got a newborn, what you think he gonna do to you? For sure. And just like Chesca also said in the comments, she said if they bring everything back to sexual innuendos, that's a so good. That's another huge point. If you talking to a man and the first thing he jumping off the front porch talking about smacks, that's the only thing he interested in. That's the reason why he talking to you. I remember I talked to this guy the first time we talked on the phone. The first time this man said, "Oh, I sure could eat me some cooter cat right now. I need to eat me some right now." So you down? Ugh, you don't even know me. If you willing to do that and you don't know me from a can of paint, ain't no telling what type of HPV and blisters and bum bumps you got on your tongue and in your mouth and in your throat. You not finna put them things on me, sir. Absolutely not. No. No, 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 no. And if he tell you that he love you quick, I remember I was talking to, I've dated so many dudes, and I'm talking about, I don't want everybody to think I was having sex with these dudes. Like a lot of these dudes, I was stopped and talking to after the first and second date. I remember I was talking to this one dude on the phone. I met him, and he was like, "Yeah, I just want you to know something." I was like, "What?" He was like, "I love you. There's just this strong connection between the two of us, and I love you so much." I'm like, "You don't know me. You haven't even talking to me for a full 24 to 48 hours yet. You don't love me. And why are you saying that? Has this worked before?" He was like, "No, no, no. I'm telling you the truth. I love you. I love you so much. And the only thing I can think about is making love to your body. That's what I want." Ding, 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 ding. So you have used to telling women that you love them, and those women have believed you stupidly, and then they have allowed you access to their body, access to their vaginas, because you have told them that. This ain't that, Negro. But you want to say something, brown sugar? Go ahead.
Yeah, I also want to mention, if he bad talks his ex, that's a huge red flag. If he feels comfortable
Mm-hmm.
enough to you to talk ish about his ex, oh, she did this, that, and that, girl, be prepared, because he got something in store for you. That's a huge red flag in my eyes.
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell you, like, I really feel like a lot of times, like, men try to run game on women, and it's very clearly there. But a lot of women just desperately want to be with the man so bad that they just ignore it. Oh, Miss Get 'em Girl said that women be falling for it. Girl, let me tell you something. I can't imagine a woman falling for a man that tells them that he loved them and he ain't even known them a full 24 to 48 hours. That's just crazy. Like, that's just so wild. Like, for real, for real. But yeah, I would definitely say, like I said, the smacks thing too, like Miss Chesca was saying, like a man trying to just hit you with, like, okay, so like if you got a man, right, and y'all on y'all date or y'all talking on the phone, and he just hit you with, "What's your favorite smacks position?" Sir, I don't even know you. We haven't even found out if we're compatible yet. And you're talking about what's my favorite position? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? I remember I was talking to this other dude, right? And I think this was like we had went on, I don't even know if we had went on the date yet. But and it's crazy because I shouldn't have let this slide, but I've gotten better with my knowledge as I went through all of these dates with these dudes. This dude told me, because like I will say this, he was fine. He was fine. Not that that makes a difference, okay? Because it doesn't. Because I don't want women to look at a man's outer and be willing to entertain him because he's very attractive to you. Because don't do that. But I remember talking to this guy, and I think we had only been talking for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And this man said, "Hey, I just want you to know that I got a big stick. I got a big stick. It's huge. It's gigantic. Even if it is huge, even if it is that gigantic, a man that's leading with that doesn't have anything to offer you. That's all he has. He only has that. And even though you may enjoy that, that is going to get old. That is going to..." Journey says how far, and he said that 10 minutes in a conversation, Journey. 10 minutes in a conversation. Now, it'd be different if, we've been kicking it and talking, and now we're to the level to where we're talking about something sexual, because I'm no prude. I'm not going to tell you that if you're talking to a man, y'all not never going to talk sexual. Because like I said, I'm going to put my business out there, but I'll just say this, I'm no prude. So I will eventually we'll talk about something like that, and I can find out what you're working with, and if that's something that I'm willing to deal with, and cause you can't have no Vienna sausage, okay? Cause I'm not about to be playing with you. Anyway, let me just let me stop playing. But no, seriously, 10 minutes in is wild, right? That's crazy to tell somebody that. Like, that's ridiculous. I'll tell y'all, I done had so many crazy dates. Also, men that are like extremely aggressive sexually. I remember, right? I went out on this date with this dude. I think it was like 2 or 3 times. I did like him. He was cute. He was my type. I didn't see anything that, you know what I'm saying, that was wrong with him at the time. And he was just telling me like how much he liked me, and I was telling him like, hey, I'm not having intercourse and stuff like that until I'm married. So don't even think that I'm gonna do something with you, because I'm not. So even though I think that I'm not saying I don't think you're sexy and all of that. This man says, oh my goodness, because we're in the car talking. He says, I just can't help it. You just don't understand how I am attracted to you. So attracted to you. This man whip out his penis. Whip it out in the car. Just whip it out. I'm like, bro, like, why would you do that? Like, I just sat there and told, well, just touch it, just touch it, just touch it, just touch it. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Grab it, grab it, grab it. I'm not touching nothing. I just told you, like, what's wrong with you? Like, because we're both grown. So what are you going to get out of me just touching it? Because after I touch it, then what else do you want to happen? So no, I'm not going to touch it. So men that do things like that, like, honestly, bruh, those are men that you want to stay away from too. Truthfully speaking, don't do it. Don't do it. And I will say another red flag is if a man that you're talking to tells you about intimate dealings that he has had with women before you. I want you to know that he will do that to you. And this is probably something that I don't know if women will agree with, because everybody has their own sexual preferences. But in my opinion, I don't think that you should let a man film you doing anything sexual. I don't think that you should let anybody film you doing anything that you wouldn't want your mama or your daddy or your coworkers to possibly see. Because anytime, I don't care how much you trust that man, I don't care if you say it's on your phone or whatever, your GoPro, whatever, there's always a chance that somebody could see that. And I don't think that you should let nobody film you doing nothing. And I don't think that you should send nobody no pictures of you undressed and unclothed doing anything. Now, if you trying to be freaky, if you, I advise against this, but if you were going to do it, don't put your face in it. Do not put your face in it. And make sure if you have tattoos that you don't have any angles or any pictures where your personally identifiable tattoos are being shown or showcased. That's just my opinion, but don't do it. But don't do it. But if you were going to do it, those are the ways that you should. But don't do it though. You have something to say, Brown Sugar?
Yeah, can you hear me? I know I'm in the store. It's probably some background noise, but I want to say I can test to this because when I was 19, I did something stupid like that. I did like, so that's another thing. Don't ever deal with no dude who sends you any news, none of that. But my dumb behind sent him the news, right? And so it's two instances happened. So one time I actually sent it to a friend when I was in high school. I sent it to a girl, and she actually sent it to a boy, and his girlfriend showed me what he sent. And then the second time I did it when I was 19 and I was in college, and I did it with the guy I was talking to, and I was friends with someone that he knew, and I looked through that group chat and I seen a picture of me in there. So don't ever do it because these dudes be sharing stuff. So I just want to show my personal experience.
Yep. And that's absolutely true. And it's such a betrayal, y'all. And I understand that hurts. But I will say that if we can talk about these things and maybe stop a young black woman, a young black woman or a black girl from doing this, then we can help save someone. And I will say that I think I told the story before. I was on a date with a dude. It was second date. He told me that he was like, I will never forget, he had a BlackBerry, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a BlackBerry. And he showed me this like little grainy video clip of him bussing, I don't know what I can say, bussing on his girl. And like her, swallowing or whatever. And I was disgusted. And he was telling me like, oh, you like that, you like that, you like that. No, I don't. I don't. And when you're showing this to me, and what would you do to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not the only time that's happened to me. Another dude showed me a video of a girl just going to town on him, giving him the best brain of all time, just going in. And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, you would never put me in that position. Okay. And but beyond that, this is also a red flag. Have you ever talked to guys that just brag about how good they put it down? They brag about their sexual prowess. Oh, you know what? I have your legs shaking. I have you doing this and that and the third. I can put it down so good. I do this, I do that. You just don't even know how don't believe that. Don't believe that. Men that really know what they doing don't even brag about it. They don't even say nothing. Men that really can really give you that and make you sitting there like, oh my goodness, and got your legs twitching, he never gonna say nothing to you. I'm telling you, he's never gonna say nothing to you at all. You know what I'm saying? Truthfully speaking, that's been my experience. I'm not trying to put my business out there in the streets, but I will say that my husband never said nothing to me about nothing. He never said no type of smack talk, no type of I'm going to do this, that, and the third. I'm going to do this. I'm going to have you. He didn't say nothing. He just came in and put in work and had me like, oh, wow. Okay. So don't listen to these men that come in there. Don't be like, oh, I'm curious. And I'll tell you, I remember seeing, y'all know Candy from Escape. I seen an interview where she was talking about Jermaine Dupri, right? And why she ended up being in a sexual relationship with Jermaine Dupri. She said that he would always tell her how good he was in bed and how he could do this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. And she said that she became curious. That's the only reason why she gave that rat man some pussy. Cause you see what Jermaine Dupri looked like. The only reason why she gave Jermaine Dupri some pussy is because he was bragging about it. And I'm telling you, if a man is bragging about it, that is not a man that can do anything. I don't care what you talking about. Don't, and that goes for women too. Don't brag about what you can do. Just do what you do, but you bragging about it is just ridiculous. That's just how I feel. I feel like don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And any man that has ever said that ain't been about nothing. For real. Ain't been about nothing at all. And also, men that do that, they use that to get you curious to to make up for their lack of attractiveness. Cause look at this. Y'all see Jermaine Dupri? Hold on. He looked like a rat man. A rat man. He is so ugly to me. Ugh. And he's short. And he got a bad attitude. And he ugly. Like, and he don't got no hair. So the only way that he can get women on the hook is to say things like that. It's to say things like that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. I still, look at this, y'all. I still cannot believe this right here was with Janet Jackson. Are y'all reporting my live? Mr. Calloway, are you reporting my live? Because just after you made that comment, all of a sudden, my live just got a flag for bullying. Are you reporting my live? And it doesn't matter if he's rich or not. And this man is not that rich. He has several cases of him not paying his bills. So he not that rich. And there's not enough money in the world to make me get penetrated by a rat man. Okay? But I'm gonna block you, Mr. Calloway, because I really feel like you're reporting me. Because it's so weird that you just commented and all of a sudden now I'm getting reports for bullying. And I didn't even say nothing. I didn't even say anything. Anywho, let me just say, thank you. Yeah, oh, you said you blocked Mr. Calloway before? Yeah, let me go up here and block that man. Yeah, he can block. Okay. So, yeah, this guy, that's his last comment because he already blocked. He talking about Jermaine Dupri is rich. And you know what? Also that's a red flag. Men that want to defend and uplift and protect other men that dick ride other men. If you see a man and he is dick riding another man about that man's accomplishments, but it's not his, that's a man that you want to avoid because he don't got nothing to offer. He's not doing anything with himself. So he has to, what's the word I'm looking for? He has to kind of take pride in what somebody else did. Okay. Let me see what else. Oh, a cheap man is a red flag. Because if you're just starting out talking to a man, right, getting to know a man, and he is being cheap and asking you to pay for things and not, what do you think that's going to mean when y'all relationship gets old and y'all get used to each other? Because when you're first talking to a man and he's trying to get access to you, he's trying to do whatever he can to get you. He's trying to do the most. So if he's not even willing to do that at the jump, then you already know it's about to be terrible for you when y'all get together. So don't do it. Cheap men are always a no-go. Let's see here. Conversations with D. Absolutely. She said ones that lie about their age too. Absolutely. Men that lie about their age. I feel like men that lie about their age are PDF files. Cause you a grown man. What you doing What you doing lying about your age? Huh? Oh my goodness, I'm sorry to hear that, Journey. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, stay away from cheap men. Stay away from cheap men. Also men that use degrading terms to describe women. So if everywhere you go, he's calling women bitches, these bitches do that. These bitches do this. These bitches do that. Bitch, bitch, bitch. 304, 304. Do not talk to him. A man that can call you the B word can unalive you. He will put you in the dirt. In the dirt. In the dirt. If a man will call you the B word. For sure. Let me see. Y'all already know a red flag is a man that has a felony. A man that's been to jail. A man that's been in prison. Do not date a man that has been to jail or to prison. Do not date a man with a felony. Do not do it. Do not date a man. Let's just say, right, you're a black woman and you have kids and you're dating. Cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you are a black woman and you, cause you, it would be unfair for you not to entertain men with children if you got children. Tell you this. Do not date a man that has more than one baby mama. Don't do it. Don't do it. If he has 2, 3, 4 baby mamas, stay away. Only one. And he needs to be away from that woman before he's trying to date for at least 4 years. Okay? Let's see, what else? What else were things that I really was not talking to dudes for? I don't know if this is like really like if this is politically correct, but after my first husband, I no longer entertained like I just know you can't be ghetto. So yeah, I think that goes without. Hopefully, y'all know what I'm saying. If you know, you know. If you're given that ghetto pookie hood booger attitude as a black man, no, absolutely not. You're disqualified. What else? Okay, I know that some people are probably not going to agree with me. And this doesn't include men that use God or religion to manipulate women, oppress women. It does not apply to fake religious people that don't live the way they say. I'm talking about a really, really, really God-fearing man that really lives what he says. I think that that is a man that you should be interested in. A man that doesn't have anything that he believes in is a man, in my opinion, that is probably morally bankrupt. That's just my opinion. You don't have to take it, but that's how I feel. If he doesn't believe in a creator, if he doesn't believe in anything outside of himself, yeah. Okay. That's another thing. Do you guys know men that really, 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 really love other men? And I don't mean sexually. Men that they feel best when they're in the company of other men. They feel best when they are having a guy's night out, or they're kicking it with their fellas, or they're going over men's house to play video games or watch anime or all of that. Like, if a man really enjoys the company of other men way more than he loves the company of women, that is a man that you want to stay away from, in my opinion. Leave men like that alone. Period. A man should prefer the company of women more than he prefers the company of men. That was another thing that I asked my husband, like, hey, so he was like, nah, my brother like that, but I like hanging around with women. Like, and he was like, if I had a choice of hanging around with men or women, it would be women. Not that he was out there hanging with a whole bunch of women, because he doesn't even have any um female friends to where, it would be like that unless we're doing like a couples night. But y'all still get what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I think those are men that you want to leave alone. Because it's no way in the world I'm about to be fighting for your attention, and your attention, you're giving it to just men. Like, what? No. Okay. Let's see here. Some Journey says can't do feminine men. I understand that as well. I think that, now this is just my opinion. I think that a man that a woman shouldn't date is a man that calls himself bi. I don't think that black women should date bi men. I don't. If a man has any type of interactions or activities with other men sexually, you need to leave him where you found him. Simply because of the rates of HIV in the G and bi, black male, or other male spaces. The highest people that are infected with these diseases are G and bi men, or men that sleep with other men. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me see. Cause I'm about to end this live, y'all. But I just want to give y'all a couple more red and green flags. I think another green flag is a man that goes, I don't know if I said this already, but he goes up and above and beyond for your comfort. If he wants to make sure that you are you're comfortable at all times, and he's very affirming. He never makes you feel like there's anybody else above you. It's just you are the top of the top. That's a green flag. A red flag is if he lets anybody violate you, regardless on who it is. It could be his mama. If he got some kids, it could be them. It could be a friend, anybody. If he lets anybody disrespect you and he doesn't say anything about it, and he doesn't make it be known that you take priority above anything, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Journey says consider it of friends and family too. Yes. I'm gonna tell y'all, I went on this I would like this. I think I was probably like 21. Went out on this group date with people from my congregation at the time. And it was a whole bunch of boys, a whole bunch of girls. We all was just going out to see who liked who and whatever. I remember it was this lame dude that was there. And I will never forget it. We was at the Hard Rock Cafe. And he was disrespecting the waitress, right? And we was all at the table like, bro, like, why are you disrespecting her like that? He like, oh, she the help. She's supposed to do what I said. She's supposed to do what I'm telling her to do and stuff. And I remember looking at her and I said, hey, that's him, not me. I said, I respect what you're doing. Man, it was somebody else. It was another girl. We was both saying that to her. He was being real ignorant. Do you know that woman went there and she brought everybody's food out? And he was like, where my food at? She said, your food is coming. She brought this man food out separately. Now, what you think happened to that man food? Huh? I don't know what happened to that man food. I don't know if he got sick afterward or not, because I never saw him again after that, because I thought he was just so off-putting and disgusting. I remember somebody said that we was going to do another group date at the movies, and they said he was coming. And I said, if he coming, I'm not coming. And I did not go. So, yeah. All I know is that if a man is rude to service workers and other people, he's going to be rude to you. eventually. He's just trying to be on his best behavior right now. Like, for real. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my goodness. Monica, you said a Hard Rock Cafe, that's old school. Girl, that was a long time ago. That was like 20 years ago, man. For real. That was a long time ago. I don't even know if the Hard Rock Cafe even still open. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Chesca made a great point too. She said obsession with their mama. Absolutely. If he's a mama's boy, and I'm not saying that you can't love your mama, but if you know they got that like weird ancestral relationship where she act like that's her man, okay. And he's cool with it, and he letting her do it. Run, 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 run. I know exactly what you talk about. I never played like that though. I never played like that. I remember, okay, so this is not my husband currently, right? I remember my first husband, right? He told me that he needed me to pick up his mama for something because this was my car we driving. So I go pick up his mama, and his mama, I don't know if she drunk. I don't know if she on illegal substances. I don't know what she was on. But she got in the car, and she got in the front seat because he was in the back because his mama was coming. She gonna tell me like, hey, you not good enough for my son. You be trying to tell my son this, that, and the third, and da-da-da. Even though I was just trying to tell him the right thing, which he was not listening to, which is why he is gone now, and I left him. She was like, oh yeah, she just started like disrespecting me and calling me out my name. I told her, I said, get your butt out of my car. Now, I said, I'm not taking you nowhere. You will not disrespect me and think you gonna get a ride from me anywhere. Get out. And she was like, oh my goodness, you gonna put me out? I said, yes, I'm gonna put you out. Then she turned around to her son like, are you gonna let her talk to me like that? I said, he don't got no choice. He don't got no choice. I told that man, I said, your mama is getting out my car and you can get out too, if that's what you want to do. He told his mama she had to get out. She got out. I left her right there and drove off. I left her right on the sidewalk. And he got in the front seat and didn't say nothing about it. Cause I was like, you I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not one of those people that let parents disrespect me because they're their parents. I don't give a bro. I don't talk to, look, I was raised with both my parents, my mother and my father, who were married, okay? And I have no brothers or sisters. I was raised with both of my parents, right? I don't talk to either of them. I have not talked to my father for almost 20 years, and I have not talked to my mother for almost 10. Okay? And yeah, so if you think I'm not going to talk to my own parents because they disrespect me, you think I'm going to let some man that I'm talking to, their parents disrespect me? No. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't give two fucks, bro. I believe in respecting your elders as long as they being respectful. But you're not about to just be like, I'm old, and then just do all of this stuff and put it under the umbrella of you being old. No. Because when I get to be old, I'm never going to be out there violating people like that. Violating young people, talking crazy, saying mean things, and just trying to blame it on my age. Like, ew. Okay, let's see here. Miss Get 'em Girl. And I'm about to go, y'all. Miss Brown Sugar, I'm about to go. Miss Conversations with D, I'm about to go. That's the only reason why I didn't let y'all up, because I'm about to get up out of here. Let me just read Miss Get 'em Girl comment real quick. She says, I've had moms curse me out for calling their sons because they didn't want their son dating. That's so crazy. That's that sick, twisted stuff. Like, for real. Disturbing. But anyway, you guys, hopefully, we had an hour and 20 minutes. So hopefully this was helpful. to the ladies that may come across this live if I put it up. I can actually do a longer version with more things, but I would like to have more black women up here. Because if you know when Miss Chesca came up here and Miss Brown Sugar, how they had so many good points themselves, and also the ladies in the chat. So I feel like we could do this again, but I would need to have at least 50 people in here. 50, 60 women in here so that we can like really, really, really pull all our information and experience. Oh, no problem, Miss Monica. That's what we can do the next time. That way we really can get help our fellow sisters. Okay? But anyway, y'all, I will see y'all later. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate Miss D too in the comments. Because Miss D had several good ones as well. Miss Conversations with D. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. And I hope y'all have a great weekend. Y'all, love y'all. I might come back later, but if I do come back later, it'll be with a different topic. Okay, y'all. See y'all. Love y'all.